Norman, I know cold is still huge in Washington DC, that the political temperature is extremely high over there regarding the domestic issues as well as the international moves by Donald J. Trump and his allies.
Good morning. Greetings from Washington, D.C. on a cold and snowy morning. Today we have several issues going on. Right now, there's a manhunt in Providence, Rhode Island at Brown University, where there was again, sadly, another mass killing that took place yesterday. Two students and nine other students, two students was killed, and nine other students are in critical conditions after a lone gunman entered one of the academic buildings during the exam and took aim at them. He was able to escape. There's a nationwide manhunt out for him right now. It's been almost 20 hours and no one has been able to locate this gentleman. We know he's a male. He's dressed in black, but we do not know his whereabouts. So there's a nationwide manhunt out for this guy. In the meantime, Providence, Rhode Island, as you know, is a very affluent city, and Brown is located downtown. The city is on lockdown right now because of the abundance of caution, and everybody is very tense right now because not knowing when they can come out the house or what information is available. On the other side of the news, the United States President Trump has announced that he's prepared to do retaliation regarding the killing of military personnel and civilian personnel in Syria. It was a ISIS attack, stated from the Department of War. They're stating that, and they are preparing options right now for a response to this attack.
Sir, I just want to know from you how effective is the current strategy of the targeting power infrastructure, roads, or public infrastructure on both sides, because Ukraine is doing the same behavior as retaliation, where Russia is doing targeted attacks on infrastructure issues. This is my question to you. So, how the negotiator will handle this?
Uh, Thank you for the question. Uh, the answer is very complex because on one hand, we have the aggressor, which is Russia. They feel like they have the upper hand, they have the advantage, and all they have to do is basically wait this out. The winter is here. The weather will take its toll on the the soldiers in the field, and they believe that the Ukrainian soldiers will basically quit,
Naveen,
and
কিচ্ছু
and
শুনতে
and
পাচ্ছি না।
that's basically decide to
Norman,
quit. Yes, can you hear me?
yes, sir, we can hear you right now. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So one viewpoint is that the Russians believe that they will continue on with their assault and let Mother Nature's kick in, and basically the Ukrainians will quit. On the other side, the Ukrainian is making some strategic attacks inside of Russia, and it's costing Russia a lot of money, a lot of time, and personnel. And they will they Ukrainian believe that Russia will, the people will basically quit. So right now we had an impasse. We have a situation where right now both of them are looking at each other down each other gun barrel, and they're waiting for one of them to blink. They're waiting for someone to blink. However, the situation is not good for either one, but more so the issue with Ukraine. If Ukraine gives up and concedes that they have they're not able to win this war, and they want the conflict to end, that can happen today. That can happen. They can stop it. However, tomorrow there will be a new situation pops up, and the total annihilation of the Ukrainian country is possible, and more importantly, the movement will continue across Ukraine to other parts of Europe. So Ukraine has a very hard decision they have to make. Do we stop? Do we impose our last stand? Or do we just concede to it and allow Russia to basically come in and we'll basically be a province of Russia, citizens of Russia, and we have no future. We have no future as a country.
Do you really acknowledge that Trump's fails on dealing Vladimir Putin? Let us be very honest.
Your question is regarding Trump's plans in dealing with Vladimir Putin. I honestly don't know. He hoped to win President Putin's favor to negotiate some type of treaty where they can coexist, Russia can coexist with the United States at the same time implementing his security plan about including Russia as part of a alliance in dealing with the world and dealing with the economic situation going on. I don't think Putin feels the same way. I think he will utilize the relationship, the newfound relationship with the United States, but his vision is very clear, very focused. He wants total domination of Europe. He's not going to stop. He may delay. There may be ceasefire. There may be pauses, but his mission is to have an endless war across Europe to the point where they become one union again, the Soviet Union or whatever union they may call it. But his total purpose, the rest of his life, is basically to ensure that the Soviet Union is a sovereign country that includes Europe.
Sir, another question come indicating Norman Flat Barnes from Shoma Ghosh Monica by profession. She is a lawyer and she is always participating in our show. I appreciate Shoma Ghosh Monica. Question is, how might the tanker seizure impact global well supply and prices, and which countries or regions? This question is for our Honorable Sir Norman. I'm sure this is a very relevant question regarding the Venezuela and United States tensions going on right this moment. Norman.
The tensions are huge. They're great. We're getting ready to embark on a new year, 2026, and through all appearances, with the current leadership that we have in the various countries, we're going to see a repeat of 2025. Nothing's going to change until there's a change in the top leadership. Yes, United States, we have a midterm election coming up. There will be changes in the House. What that would do, there we're going to have what we call our own internal civil war. The Democrats will rise up, as they say, and they will confront and fight tooth and nail the Trump administration. Unfortunately, this fight will go on until his term is up. So we will be seeing a period of difficulty. Bills are not going to be passed, a lot of controversy, a lot of spite from the Trump administration. So it'll be punitive issues going on back and forth, and there'll be a lot of controversy inside the United States. So what that means for the rest of the world? What that means is basically the focus of the United States will be on how do we maintain control and at the same time make deals with the rest of the world, ceasefires, conflicts, and other situations. There will be more of what we see now, and there will be no resolution. So we're looking at what we used to call a ball of confusion. There will be continued issues going on, and the tensions will remain high, very high. I don't think anything is going to happen dramatically. We just continue with the same old consistent tension behavior and nothing really done. A lot of fluff, a lot of bravado, a lot of mini crisis popping up. But I don't think anyone has the courage to even do anything significant.
Sir, how is the Trump administration's foreign policy shifting relationships with the key United States partners around the globe?
The shift, the apparent shift, is actually not a shift. It's a planned operation. The goal is basically to make agreements, uh, commercial and business relationships with countries, including Russia, including China, and whatever it takes to do that. The administration is prepared to take action regarding that.
All
That's a
right,
great
sir.
answer. That's a great
I'm
answer.
sure Dalton, sir, will add something.
It's a great answer. He's exactly correct. We've talked about this before. Donald Trump is a transactional leader. He wants to make everything about financial transactions. He's not standing on values. He's not standing on American principles. He's not standing on the American Constitution. All of the Abraham Accords that were negotiated in his first term were all about money. Everything having to do here, like Belarus backed off because he removed the sanctions. The sanctions in Russia are the only thing that's keeping Vladimir Putin at bay. He is always interested in the financial dimension. If you look at the ceasefire in Gaza, he's talking about building hotels on the shore. You know, he is a money man. He is a transactional guy. So I appreciate very much what Norman had to say, that this is all about commercial activity. This is a transactional guy. He's a real estate guy.
So you don't have any problem to acknowledge war is a lucrative business.
Well, that's always been the case, and I think everybody agrees with that. And as Confucius says, either evolve or dissolve. Wink, wink.
Sir, how do domestic U.S. politics shapes Trump's international strategy, and what impact does U.S. policy have on U.S. credibility, acceptance in future peace negotiations? Because Trump has shifted his words, commitment, and his moves.
Thank you for the question. But the simple answer is that there's no connection. Uh, the Trump administration has its own viewpoint, missions, and they are not concerned about how the domestic people feel about uh, their ambitions. That's the best way to put it. So we have to understand that this administration is different from anything we have ever had before. It is a transactional administration based on a business model, and the business model doesn't necessarily confirm or support the domestic situation that we have here in the United States. So we have a couple more years to deal with this, and we are learning basically the true intentions of this administration. It has nothing to do with domestic harmony, stability, or dealing with the people who voted them in. It's more about gaining more business deals.